dream it all. Listen close and join my song. Gentle stories all night long. Snuggle in and rest your head. Magic dreams will now be spread. Close your eyes, so calm and bright. Now begins our dream. Begins our dream.
Lulu and the Garden of Forgotten Wings. A quiet breeze stirred the dream meadow. The sky wore a pale blue cloak, its edges brushed with the soft gold of a setting sun. Lulu wandered through the tall grass, her hooves light, her breath slow. It had been a thoughtful kind of day, the kind where questions drifted through her heart like clouds. Where do dreams go when we forget them? Do they wait? Do they fade? Or do they fly? As the breeze whispered past, a faint shimmer caught her eye. A pale thread of light drifted between the grasses, spiraling gently, as though inviting her to follow. Lulu tilted her head. The thread shimmered again, floating toward a narrow path she had never seen. Curious, she followed. The path wound between tall ferns and soft moss. Petals danced in the air like tiny boats. And with each step, the air grew warmer. Not in heat, but in feeling. A hush wrapped the world, full of something waiting. At the path's end, a stone arch stood, its surface carved with delicate feathers and tiny stars. Beyond it lay a hidden garden. Lulu stepped through the arch, and her breath caught. The garden glowed with soft silver light. Everywhere, fragile wings shimmered. Some floated in the air. Others rested gently upon petals and stones. They were delicate and transparent, etched with faint colors, soft blues, golds, silvers, rose. And in the air, a whisper drifted. Here, forgotten wings rest. Here, they wait to remember flight. Lulu's heart fluttered. Wings of dreams, she thought, of hopes once held, now resting. She stepped softly between the glowing wings. Each one seemed to hum faintly, as though longing to be touched, to be known. And as she listened, a single voice drifted close. I once flew, but I forgot how. Lulu smiled softly. Maybe, she whispered, you simply need someone to believe you can again. The wing shimmered faintly, its glow pulsing once. Lulu looked around the garden, her heart wide open. She had come with questions. Now she had found a place where answers whispered on every breeze. The Garden of Forgotten Wings hummed softly around Lulu. She wandered between tall stems and smooth stones, where the wings rested like tiny sleeping stars. Some drifted gently in the air, their light soft and sure. Others lay folded on the ground, edges curled inward, as though the weight of remembering was too much. Lulu paused beside a cluster of wings that shimmered only faintly. Their hum was slow, hesitant. She sat quietly and listened, and through the hush, a voice reached her heart. I once carried a hope too heavy to hold, and I fell. Lulu's eyes softened. She leaned close and whispered, it is all right to rest, and it is all right to rise again. The wings quivered, a faint shimmer blooming at their edge. She moved on, finding more wings folded close to the earth. Each one carried a story. I wished to be brave. I wanted to sing, but feared to be heard. I dreamed of belonging and forgot how. Lulu sat beside each in turn. She did not rush them, did not tell them what to do. She simply listened. And in her listening, the garden seemed to breathe lighter. The breeze whispered gently, "Little one, some wings are not ready to fly again, but even resting wings need kindness." Lulu nodded. She understood. Not all forgotten dreams wish to rise again, but all deserve to be honored. She paused before a single wing resting upon a stone. It shimmered faintly, edges worn. Its voice came soft. "I do not know if I am still a dream." Lulu smiled gently. "If you wish to be, you already are." The wing pulsed once, its glow deepening. And as Lulu wandered on, the garden seemed to hum with new warmth. She had not made the wings fly. She had not tried. She had simply offered what so many forget to give: time, space, patience. The garden stretched gently beneath the starlit sky. Lulu wandered on, her steps soft, her heart full of the voices she had heard. The wings she had touched still shimmered faintly behind her, not flying yet, but lighter. And in the hush of the garden, a new whisper called, "Come to the water." She followed the sound. Between tall silver grasses, a narrow path wound deeper into the garden. The air grew cooler, scented with lavender and earth. At the path's end lay a small, round pond. Its surface shimmered like glass. Around its edge drifted tiny wings, some bright, some dim, some almost invisible. Above the water, a gentle light hovered. Lulu stepped close, and as she gazed into the pond, she saw not her reflection. She saw moments, a wing folding in fear, a wing trembling with longing, a wing glowing softly as it dared to rise. The water whispered, "Here, wings remember. Here, they see themselves anew." Lulu sat at the water's edge. One small wing drifted close beside her, transparent, trembling. Its voice came faint. "I have tried to fly and fallen. I fear the fall more than the dream." Lulu's heart ached softly. She looked into the water, and there she saw her own memories. Moments where she had doubted, moments where she had tried again. She smiled gently. "Falling is not the end," she whispered. "It is part of becoming ready to rise." The wing trembled, its shimmer growing steadier. It drifted closer to the pond's surface, and in its reflection, it seemed larger, brighter. Around the pond, other wings stirred. Lulu spoke softly, "You are not alone. We all tremble. We all hope. And hope is what lifts us." The pond shimmered. The wings quivered. And one by one, tiny pulses of light rose from the water, not to fly away, but to glow from within. The breeze whispered, "Little one, you have given them what they most needed, the courage to try again." Lulu smiled softly. She did not know if the wings would fly tonight. That was not her wish to make. But she knew this. Every gentle word, every moment of listening had planted a seed of trust. And trust was the wind beneath any wing. The pond behind her shimmered softly. Lulu rose and followed a new path, drawn by a whisper that seemed older than the garden itself. The air here felt deeper, as though layered with time. And at the path's end stood a great tree, its trunk wide and weathered, its branches stretching like arms across the sky. Upon its limbs rested wings, larger, heavier, older. They shimmered faintly, their edges worn with the weight of long-held dreams. Lulu stood beneath the great tree. The air here was still, thick with memory. She sat quietly, and through the hush, a voice rose from the wings. We have flown far, carried dreams through storm and stillness. Now we fear to let go. Lulu's heart softened. She gazed up at the wings. Why do you fear? She asked softly. Another voice answered, if we let go, what remains of us? Lulu thought of the pond, of the wings that had dared to shimmer again. She smiled gently. You are more than flight. You are the dreams you carried. And dreams do not fade when we release them. They find new skies. The wings trembled faintly. Another voice rose. But we are tired, and we do not know where to land. Lulu's breath was slow, steady. Then let the wind guide you. Trust that where you land, your light will grow again, in new soil, in new hearts. The great tree swayed softly. A hush deeper than words wrapped the grove. Then, one by one, the wings began to lift. Slowly, gently, their glow deepened, and with a soft pulse, they rose into the air, not as wings alone, but as light carried on the wind. Lulu watched, tears shimmering in her eyes. She had not urged them. She had only reminded them it is safe to trust the wind. The great tree's voice came one last time. Little one, you have freed not only wings, but hopes once feared forgotten. Carry this knowing gently with you. Lulu bowed her head. Her heart was full. She turned to the path, ready to return. And behind her, the wings danced higher, a sky of gentle lights. The path back through the garden felt softer beneath Lulu's hooves. Above her, the sky shimmered faintly, as though the wings that had risen still danced among the stars. The garden whispered around her, not words now, but a song of letting go, of trusting the breeze, of remembering that every dream carries light. As Lulu walked, tiny wings drifted beside her. Some brushed her wool, soft as a sigh. Others hovered quietly, their hum a promise. We remember, we release, we fly. She smiled softly. She had not come to fix, not to change, only to listen. And in listening, she had given the wings what they had needed most, a gentle space to be seen. At the garden's edge, the stone arch awaited. Lulu paused. She looked back once. The garden shimmered, a quiet sea of light and shadow. And from its heart, a voice rose. Go softly, little one. Where you walk, may forgotten wings find courage again. Lulu bowed her head. Thank you, she whispered. She stepped through the arch. The meadow stretched wide beneath a sky brushed with starlight. She lay beneath her favorite tree, the night cool around her, her heart warm. Above, faint glimmers danced, not just stars, but perhaps wings. And in her breath, a soft knowing rose. Every listening heart is a wind beneath forgotten wings. A smile touched her lips, and beneath the quiet night, Lulu drifted into dreams of her own, dreams light as flight, bright as hope.
is near. Drift away through stars so clear. Lulu whispers soft and bright, sleep so well and good night. Sweetest dreams will softly flow. Lulu stays with you, you know, till we meet again, my dear. Let your dreams keep drawing near. Till we meet again, my dear. Let your dreams keep drawing